My name is David Dornak. We're not going to be holding Bible study today. What we would like to do is instead, I really need to talk about a broader topic, a broader subject, more important. To begin that, I'll talk about the failings in our court system. It's not a belief, it's not a possibility. We don't have a court system. Even in traffic court, here in Barrett County, Judge Keith Baker rigged traffic court with the use of a jurist. So he tampered with a jury as well. The county supplied him with the jurist. Susan Reed, the district attorney, and Nelson Wolf, when they found out that I was upset about this and going after Judge Keith Baker, he retires. If he retires, you cannot sue him, you cannot prosecute him, you cannot do anything to him once he's off the bench. So now off the bench, he's a retired individual. Now he's supposed to collect tax dollars for the rest of his life for betraying the system he was sworn to protect. And you have the district attorney and Nelson Wolf and everybody else knowing this and covering it up. So you don't have a legal system. It's not a belief, that's a fact. That goes all the way up through your county, all the way up to your federal judges. Here in Barrett County, we have Orlando Garcia. Orlando Garcia in 1991 was working for Gogan, Blair, and Sampson with Hearst. Next thing you know it, by governor appointment, the law firm paid the governor to appoint him as a fourth court judge. He goes from a fourth court appeals judge without ever running for a judge. The next year, he's appointed by Bill Clinton, for whatever reason, names Orlando Garcia an Article III judge, so for the rest of his life, he never has to run for a judge. As a matter of fact, he went straight from being in a law firm to a federal judge without ever running. Appointed by a governor, appointed by a president, and now we have a corrupt federal judge. You cannot rely on your governments, the legal system. The legal system does not exist. It sold you out. So now the question is, what are we left with? And it still comes down to what our founding fathers said a long time ago. It's we the people. If this is going to happen, we the people have to make this happen, because a crash is coming with the economic system, and there are truths out there that can help us avoid the devastation that this is going to be. One is by knowing the truth of what's going on. Two, there are aliens living amongst us. Dr. Stephen Greer has made it, and the Honorable Paul Hellyer have made it abundantly clear to the entire world that they are here, and yet we still live with NASA saying, hey, we're spending millions of dollars going out into space looking for the existence of life. They're living here. This is the kind of difference between reality and the illusion of reality, that the world, how much of the world changes when we realize that we're not alone. How much of the governments and religions will have to change their stories when they're here. So the only thing is, what we're saying is, you cannot rely on your governments, you cannot rely on your religions, and they do not have any control in your life because of the fact that they betrayed the people that they were sworn to protect. You cannot pay taxes because of the fact that you're going to be paying for criminality. Funding criminality is a crime in itself. You can't pay taxes. Our founding fathers didn't set it up with the idea that we'd be funding criminals. It was never meant for us to be funding criminals. You can't fund criminals. We have to become responsible for what we're doing and what we're doing with our money and with our lives and how it affects each other. All I'm saying is it's time for us to wake up. There is a world and a universe and a reality out there that's waiting for us to join it. Peace to everyone.